Namaste, all the beautiful, beautiful souls. I, Rupa Khanal, your medium for tarot guidance, welcomes all the beautiful souls on my YouTube channel, White Tarot Reading. And as you can see, I have come up with a pick a card reading, and the topic is, what is your spiritual status? If this question is coming into your conscious mind again and again, that what is my spiritual status, I want to get a clear answer and understand what my spiritual status is, then this pick a card reading is meant for you, beautiful souls. What had made me choose this topic to understand our spiritual status is, when we are into spiritual seeking, when we have initiated our spiritual journeys, we through sharing our experiences, through sharing our thoughts, we compare that sometimes we feel that my spiritual journey is really fast, smooth, like without any blockages, and everything is crystal clear. I'm able to understand each and everything which is being guided through me, through the cosmos, through other sources, through the Supreme. And sometimes we feel that, am I really spiritually initiated? Have I really initiated my spiritual journey? And if yes, then why I'm unable to feel the new experiences? Why it is like slow, or why there is nothing new happening for a long time? So beautiful souls, basically what you have to understand is that we are all spiritual beings, and we will initiate our spiritual journey either in this lifetime or many lifetimes. We have to be coming into this cycle of birth and death to initiate our spiritual journey, and nobody can do it without a call from the Supreme, right? Something triggers the incidents which triggers your spiritual seeking, and the blessing from the divine, from the Lord, from the source which you believe. So once that happens, all things get aligned by themselves. Okay, so today's pick a card reading will bring you that clarity to understand and clear all your confusion and make you understand what your spiritual status is, beautiful souls, right? So as you can see, I have got 4 piles here. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And on each pile, I have put a pair of earrings so that I can attract your intuitions. And whichever pile is holding your energies is your pick a card reading for today. Keep it simple. The first pile which holds your intuitions is your pick a card reading. Do not make it confusing. You can directly skip into your particular pile which you have chosen, beautiful souls, and skip the rest of the video. So the pile 1 with coral stones, pile 2 with natural moonstones, pile 3 with green emerald, and pile 4 with beautiful turquoise stones. So look at the charms, look at the pictures, look at the timestamps which I'm going to put in the description box for each pile. And if you are still unable to decide which pile to go with, just close your eyes for a couple of seconds, and when you open your eyes, whichever pile is drawing your attention is your pick a card reading for today. Do not doubt, because the tarot cards themselves are so much in alignment that they are going to guide you and resonate with your thoughts and feelings. So let's get started. Before that, let me put the other piles aside, beautiful souls, and let us begin today's pick a card reading with the spiritual seekers, the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1 to understand what their spiritual status is, right? So let me keep the charm earrings here and let us start spreading the cards. So the first card I have is the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Temperance and the Emperor The fourth card is the Strength. And the fifth card I have here is the Moon. Okay, so these are the 5 cards, beautiful soul, the beautiful cards from the Sacred Indian deck. And the other 2 cards I have here is from the Spirit Guide deck, which I'm going to open soon. So each card has got a Hindu name as well, and it will be easier if you are a Hindu or who practice or who reads the Hindu scriptures. If you are not, I will try my best to explain what that particular word means. So beautiful souls, this is your spiritual status. Is you have strong bent towards spirituality. You have brought that balance between the lunar and the solar energies, the yin and the yang energies, and still the worldly pleasures, the balance is heavier towards the physical pleasures and the happiness which you achieve from the materialistic things. You have strength, intellectual power, logical thinking, and definitely strong bent towards spirituality, the occult science, the space, the reincarnation, past life regression. These are the topics which interest you. The Wheel of Fortune is still not on your side because you are strongly entangled by all the root cause of suffering, that is attachment, love, ambitions, desires. So the Purusha in you, the man, the human side in you is overpowering your spiritual bent. So definitely your spiritual status, you have again the influence of moon over you. You become a different person on full moon nights and new moon nights. So the moon cycle is affecting your personality, your attitude, your ego. So sometimes you transform into completely into a different person, and something inside you is boiling, is drifting. That could probably be a signal of initiation. But for now, the beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 3, in spite your energies being in control, your strength and intellectual and the overpowering connections, the strong and deep connections of your mind, your heart with the moon. For now, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, your spiritual status is not initiated. You haven't started your spiritual journey for now, because the Wheel of Fortune, we don't know where it is going to stop. Gross body, your ambitions, your desires, the worldly pleasures are overpowering your soul's mission, and they are not allowing the real picture of the real image from your soul to be coming into your conscious mind. So it is going to take time. So for now, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, you have to enjoy the materialistic life. So enjoy it. Spiritually, the journey is not initiated yet. The Wheel of Fortune. You know, the Wheel of Fortune, when it rotates, where it stops, nobody knows. So this card is trying to convey to you through me that your deeds are pure. Whatever you do, it could be your profession, it could be your personal life, the decisions which you make in your life they hold pure intentions. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is giving me a sense of intuition that beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, the red coral stones, you are someone who is not religious or not strongly religious, but you are bending towards the spirituality. And the next card, the Temperance, is conveying very strongly that you have brought that balance in you in terms of feminine and masculine energies. That means when you have to show your masculine side, you are strongly masculine. Okay, you can show your strength, you can show your decision making powers. And when it comes to show your feminine sides, you are protective, you're caring, you have the quality of sharing. So you have that perfect balance of the lunar and the solar energies, the yin and the yang energies, okay, the masculine and the feminine energies. So you are in complete balance with the physical world as well as the world inside you, beautiful souls. The other two cards are also showing, representing, the Emperor is representing the masculine powers, and the Strength is representing the feminine energies in you, the Shakti and the Shiva. So beautiful souls, you are someone who is, I don't know, I cannot say that you have initiated your spiritual journey, but definitely yes, you have a keen interest in the spiritual realms. You try to dig into this topic, spirituality, connecting with the Supreme, the cosmos, the universe, the space, the science, the occult science. So these are the subjects which holds your attention. That could be because you are chosen to initiate your spiritual journey in this lifetime, because spiritual initiation takes more than one lifetime for many of us, beautiful souls. So this could be the lifetime where you will initiate your spiritual journey through the blessings of the divine, through the call from the divine, because the wheel of fortune is rotating, and where will it stop? Nobody knows that, right? So that is the secret, that is how the nature works. But what I can say about your spiritual status is that you have strong influence of the moon on your mood, on your thought process, on your emotions, right? And if you are a woman, you feel this feeling more strongly, because our women's menstrual cycles are directly connected with the moon cycles, beautiful souls. So if you are someone who knows when the full moon day or when the new moon day falls, then you can easily connect to the energy swings inside you. Like you completely transform into a different person, and your thoughts and emotions are so strong that you feel like disconnecting and detaching with the most deepest desires, your ambitions. You want to just become a different person, you want to just shift to a whole new world. Okay, and if you're someone who don't know when the new moon and full moon days occurs, the next time when you feel the strong change of energies inside you, the strong mood swings inside you, look at the calendar. That day will be full moon day or new moon day. So you are someone who is strongly influenced with the moon cycles, beautiful souls. And this could be the connection of your soul to its past life, right? So beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, definitely you have that balance of the solar and the lunar energies inside you. You have brought that balance between the yin and the yang energies, and the wheel of circle is indicating that you are influenced strongly with the moon, and spirituality is the subject which holds your energies and which holds your attentions. So what is your spiritual status? It is still not clear whether you have already initiated your spiritual journey, or you will initiate your spiritual journey in this lifetime. So let us look at the guidance of the other two cards. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Okay, that is coming from the dugong, manatee. It looks like a seal, and the water aquatic animal, and the blue heron, which brings in the message: make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. So right, beautiful souls, now I can say that you have not initiated your spiritual journey yet because you yourself don't believe in it. You're not accepting it. So until you accept that, yes, the things which are boiling inside me, the things which are pricking my conscious mind are something which are untouched by me, which I have never encountered, and these energies are something which are saying me strongly to look inside me, right? To search inside me rather than collecting information. And it's fine if you're not accepting to the other person that I don't believe in spirituality, I don't believe in religion, but you cannot lie to yourself for a long time. So accept that something inside you is changing rapidly, and that something is unknown to you, and that will connect you to your higher dimensions, beautiful soul. So that is the message coming from the aquatic animal manatee. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it, right? It happens, and this is the truth, that most of us get initiated into the spiritual journey without our own knowledge. You cannot say that I don't believe in spirituality, so I'll be never initiated in spirituality. That is not the way, right? If you're destined to get initiated into your spiritual journey in this lifetime, it will happen with or without your wish. And once you have initiated your spiritual journey, there is no looking back. Okay, so it is the sooner you surrender yourself, the easier your spiritual journey will be. So beautiful souls, you have to start believing that what is bringing the transformation in your personality, in your ego, in your attitude on some days of the month is the influence of the moon on your soul, on your mind, on your heart. And this is something which you have never encountered, and this is pure spirituality, right? So accept it and don't hesitate to take a stand for what you feel and what you believe, right? If you really don't believe that there is something like superpower or supernatural power or supreme or God or spirituality, say it clearly that I don't believe, rather being in a confused state. So you have to bring that clarity in your mind, beautiful souls. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others, right? So beautiful souls, I think, and also because of the feeling that how people will judge you, or maybe people will disapprove your opinion, right? So you have so much of confusion. So bring that clarity in your mind that what you believe is what you believe, and what you don't believe, you don't need to take stand for what you don't believe, but what you believe, do not suppress it. So until and unless you suppress your feelings and your thoughts, you are away from the spiritual doors being open to you. But basic things, what you have to understand is that we are all spiritual beings, and we have to initiate our spiritual journey either this lifetime or many other lifetimes to come. So the sooner it is, the better it is, so that we can come out of the suffering of life and death, and we can just get our souls liberated, understand our soul's mission. So beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, the red colored stones, your spiritual status is confused because there is lack of clarity, though there is balance of the energies inside you. The wheel of fortune, we don't know where the wheel of fortune will stop, whether it will call upon to you to initiate your spiritual journey, but definitely you are mentally strong, you're physically strong, and you are strongly influenced by the moon cycles. And what is holding the initiation of your spiritual journey is your own self-doubt and your thoughts, which holds you back on how people will judge you, or maybe you will be disapproved, or some kind of fear of losing your desires, your ambitions. So once you have that clarity, that surrenderance, definitely I strongly sense that the beautiful souls will have the divine blessings, and you will receive a call to initiate your spiritual journey. But for now, as if you believe in the alignment and the guidance of the tarots, beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 1, you have not initiated your spiritual journey yet, but definitely you have keen interest towards the topic spirituality. Okay, so that is your spiritual status, which is not initiated and confused. Let us move with the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2, to understand what your spiritual status is. So beautiful souls, this is the natural moonstone. Let me start spreading the cards. The first card I have is the Lovers, right? Purusha and the Prakriti, followed by the Hermit. Okay. And the third card I have is the Fool, right? Next I have is the Judgment, Jyoti. The fifth card is the Empress. Wow, wonderful. So I can connect to the energies of the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2. These are the 2 cards from the Ancestral Spirit deck, which I'm going to open later, beautiful souls. So the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2, if I have to let you know what your spiritual status is, it is very clear, but you don't have the clarity of thought, you are not accepting, you are not surrendering, you think that you are not spiritually initiated. That is your opinion, because you have a strong connection with your wife, it could be your lover, the opposite sex. So in your life you want to enjoy the materialistic pleasure, and you are shuffling between the spiritual and the worldly life, and you don't know which side you should initiate, whether you have to continue with the worldly pleasures or the hermit life, the spiritual life. So you are juggling between the two, and most of the time you feel that this is what you are destined for this life. But beautiful souls, the cards are conveying that if your opinion is that your spiritual journey is not initiated yet, then you are fooling yourself, right? You already see the reflection of the divine power, you are not able to see the real picture, you are just seeing the reflection. That is because you have the self-doubt, and you are not surrendering your energies, you're not allowing your energies to get connected with the higher dimensions, right? But your spiritual status is being revealed through this card. Beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2, this is the reality, this is the truth, and the sooner you surrender to it, the sooner you accept it, the better it is for you. Do not have the self-doubt, because when you don't allow your energies to connect, nobody can help you. We can guide you, the external sources can guide you, but the final wisdom should come from within, inside of you, right? Through self-realization. Nobody can drag you, right? initiation has already been happened for the beautiful souls those who have chosen pile 2, but I think you won't believe it, but you are spiritually initiated when you were in your mother's womb. And if you know the story behind, then it is really wonderful and nice and easier. Things will be easier for you. And if you don't know what the story behind is, you can sit and talk to your mother what all incidents she have experienced when you were in her womb, and are there any special experiences which she still remembers, like something cosmic, something magical. So if you don't know, you can sit and talk to her, but you have initiated your spiritual journey right when you were in your mother's womb in the embryonal stage. So probably this could be an indication that you are an old soul, right? So you have already initiated your spiritual journey in your past life, but your karmic cycle, your karmic debts are not allowing you to accept it, not allowing you to surrender your energies. So until unless you connect from your side, nobody can help you. So it is very clear that you have initiated your spiritual journey, know the story behind it, what triggered it, and you are shuffling between the worldly life and the spiritual life. So if you are still thinking that no, I'm not spiritually initiated, I'm not into spiritual journey, I'm not a spiritual person, then you are fooling yourself, and by the time you fool around yourself, nobody can help you. So that is your spiritual status, beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 2. The lovers, Purush and the Prakriti, the feminine and the masculine, the great love saga of Sri Radha and Sri Krishna. So this is the mind frame of the beautiful souls, the half mind frame of the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2. And this is the second half. We have our mind is divided into Ida and Pingala, the left and the right. So sometimes you completely feel that the real happiness is in the companionship of your wife or of your husband or of your lover. The physical pleasures, the materialistic riches, wealth, the status, the security in the society, the secure lifestyle, and suddenly you shift into complete separation and you say no, I am spiritual, so I cannot have that strong bent towards physical pleasure and materialistic pleasure and worldly things. I have to be detach myself from everything, and I have to spend a life like a hermit, and I have to meditate for hours and hours, and I cannot think about sex, lust, other things like physical pleasures. Now I have to bring about that control over my senses, and you completely turn into hermit. Okay, and it's upon your thoughts and your mood, right? And all this mood swing is happening because of the kind of information you are gathering. The Fool card indicates that you have been gathering so much information these days, and the most of the information which you are gathering is superficial, is not real. And when you get into some new information, you either immediately change into a worldly person, or you completely change into a hermit. So you are deeply influenced by all sorts of information, and this card is telling you that please, before you decide for the change, do the self-analysis. Okay, listen to your heart instincts. Don't get fooled by all sorts of influences around you, right? Listen to your heart. And sometimes you feel that it is okay, and sometimes you feel that no, it is not okay. So what you have to understand is that when you initiate your spiritual journey, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2, you can be equally a family person. The The Sri Krishna himself has appeared into your pile, and he has his divine blessings over you. Sri Krishna himself is highly spiritual and equally a family man. So there is nothing wrong to be a family person as well a spiritual seeker, right? When you have initiated your spiritual journey, what you have to understand is that there are so many steps, and the final step will open the doors for the spiritual realm. So you might be just standing at step 2 or step 3 or step 4. So the time has not come for you to completely detach from the materialistic pleasures or physical pleasures, beautiful souls. Okay, and when the right time comes, the juggling will be finished. The juggling will be there will be no more juggling, there will be no more confusion, and you will be able to easily detach from everything, so that you can come out of this cycle of birth and death and get connected to the supreme through liberation of your soul. And you will be able to understand your soul's mission, your life's purpose. So till then, remember that when the right time comes, you won't be juggling between the identity crisis, beautiful souls. I can see a lot of identity crisis happening in your life, spiritual journey right now. And the Judgment, this is the card which is showing the reflection on the water. This is the final I'm not getting the word. This is the final light, the divine light, which each spiritual seeker wants to witness. The final moment when you merge with the source you believe. So you are just able to see the reflection because your mind is full of superficial information, wrong information, and you have the identity crisis. Okay, beautiful soul, so you are not able to see the clear picture. You have not experienced that divine feeling till now. Okay, you have just witness the reflection, and why you haven't able to awaken yourself, or even if you have awakened yourself, because spiritual journey is all about awakening number of times and finally getting enlightened. So you haven't yet experienced the strongest awakening, beautiful souls. Those who have chosen pile 2, you are just seeing the reflections. You have not been to the peak of awakening. The strongest awakening is still to be experienced. Okay, and that is because of your wrong beliefs. Okay, that I want to share something with the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2. I have read it somewhere that sex in body is absolutely fine. That is natural. But sex in mind is offendable crime. So take out the physical pleasure from your mind, and whenever your body wants it, feed your body with whatever it wants it until it wants it. You cannot decide what your body wants. You cannot decide when your body needs food, when your body needs sleep, or when your body needs sex. Let your body decide it, and let your mind not decide, or let your mind be free of all these things, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2. And if you are thinking that what is your spiritual status, let me tell you that you have initiated your spiritual journey when you were in your mother's womb. So you are definitely an old soul, beautiful souls. Okay, some incident when you were in your mother's womb has triggered your spiritual journey. So if you know that incident, it is really very nice. And if you don't know the incident, you can sit and share your feelings with your mother. Ask her if she remembers some incidences which she felt strongly when you were in her womb, because that particular incident have initiated your spiritual journey. So you are a spiritual seeker, but just the thing is that you are just gathering the information and you're not seeking that wisdom, because that wisdom you won't get it from any of the external source. Beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 2, you have to put light on that wisdom from within. The light will come from within, then only the reflection will become into a clear divine light, because you have to yet experience that divine spiritual light. Okay, so beautiful souls, that is about what the sacred deck has to tell about the status of the beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 2. You have initiated your spiritual journey before you were been born. You are an old soul, so your mother knows the incident which has triggered your spiritual journey. Please talk to your mother, right? What had happened when you were in her womb, and whatever practices you're doing, do it with determination. Don't let your faith juggle. Okay, don't let anything shake your belief and faith, right? So final decision should come from your own mind, from your own heart, from your own wisdom, and that will come through self-realization and self-analysis. Beautiful souls, you are an old soul. Your soul knows all the techniques, all the methods. So what are the other 2 messages the spirit deck has is: be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So this resonated with what I have just suggested you. Do not gather information. Seek for the knowledge, seek for the wisdom which comes from within you, right? Observe everything. Be conscious when you're talking, when you're listening, when you're watching, and what all changes happening inside and outside. Be very attentive, be very conscious, right? And all the things will automatically fall into alignment. Beautiful souls, you are highly, highly spiritual. There is no doubt about that. And Meerkat is saying that get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. Okay, so do not join the group or the discussion which says that spiritual people cannot have sex, spiritual people cannot have a good fashion, sense of fashion, spiritual people cannot eat meat, and spiritual people cannot do this and that. Don't share your experiences with such bunch of people. Rather choose share things and experiences with people who says that spirituality is all about doing right. Spirituality is all about keeping your intentions pure, and there is nothing right or wrong. It is all about your intentions, beautiful souls. Okay, so understand that Lord Krishna has appeared into your card to show you the right path, right guidance, that look, I am highly spiritual as well as a greatest lover. So when what I did, if you think it's wrong, then you keep juggling. Otherwise, follow my path. Okay, so that is the greatest guidance coming for the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2. So your spiritual status is that you have initiated your spiritual journey inside your mother's womb, and you have the reflection of the divine spiritual power, but because of your foolish decisions you are juggling between what to do and what not to do. Okay, so just remember that, listen to your heart instincts, do not gather information but seek the wisdom, right? And be very conscious about all the little things which you do, you listen, you talk, you hear, and get connected with the like-minded people, get connected with the similar energies, the positive vibes. And wherever you feel that the vibes are not matching your energies, do not share your experiences, so that you can move ahead in your spiritual journey smoothly and understand your spiritual goals, your soul's mission, and your life's purpose, beautiful souls. So, with that, we come to an end with the pile 2. Time to move with the beautiful souls, the spiritual seekers who have chosen pile 3 to understand what their spiritual status is. And the first card I have is the Hierophant, Atma. The second card is the Hanged Man, Tyaga, the sacrifice, followed by the third card, the Sun card. Wow, this is something special. And the Star, yes. And the last card is the Brahma, the world, beautiful souls. The cards have got both the English terminology as well as the Sanskrit, and the other 2 cards I have from the ancestral spirit deck, which I'm going to open to you later. So when we look at this cards, the sequence of the card, even before I could explain each card in detail, when you look at the pictures, I hope the beautiful souls you can resonate with the images on the picture, the beautiful, beautiful images. I hope that you can connect to the energies of the words, the Hierophant, the Hanged Man, the Sun, the Star, the world. So beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, definitely the cards are strongly conveying the status, the spiritual status of the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, that you are an old soul, okay? And your status is that you have initiated your spiritual journey not in this lifetime but in your past life. Already you have initiated your spiritual journey. So beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, your spiritual status is it's already been initiated in your past life. It could be the recent past life, or it could be much more earlier. So you are a very old soul and your spiritual status is initiated. Probably you have crossed many phases of the spiritual realms, right? Like the first step, if I talk in terms of steps or stairs or phases, you have crossed many phases, and your soul knows all the methods, all the techniques. That is why in this lifetime also you have very strong bent towards spirituality, and some incidences which occurred in your past has triggered you into the spiritual initiation in this life also. In this life also you are strongly spiritually initiated, and you feel surprise the way the inner wisdom, the self-realization you beautiful souls have towards the spiritual questions. And when you have particular question in your mind related to spirituality, and when you seek for the answers, and when you get the answers, before you could completely read it or completely do the research, you feel as if the deja vu, you already know this this particular answer is already in your mind. So you don't need to read out or seek out the complete history. Once the question is in your mind, automatically the answer is coming from your heart. So your guru, your mentor is your own mind, is your own heart. And you might also feel surprising in this lifetime that it could be that you have just in this spiritual journey for about couple of years, but you feel as if you can relate and connect to the energies of people who have been in the spiritual journey for long time, like they are very influential personalities, spiritual masters, spiritual gurus. And when you look into the Vedic scriptures, because beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, you do a lot of research, reading work, reading the spiritual texts and all the things related to the spiritual realms, higher dimensions, cosmos, and occult science, all this stuff, supernatural powers, and all these things. And you must also be feeling that, how is it possible that I know everything? It is because your soul is a very old soul and a strong spiritual soul. You have had awakened your soul in your past life, and that is being shown through the first card, Atma. When you look at the basic chakras, all the 7 chakras are in alignment, and your soul is an enlightened soul. That is why everything in your spiritual journey in this life is happening in a very extraordinary way, right? So you experience things which have never been shared, never been talked about. Only some very ancient spiritual text talks about the kind of knowledge and wisdom and answers you have got, right? Most of the people who call themselves as spiritually awakened, those people even don't know the basics of what you know, right? And it is not that you know it in this lifetime, you know it from your past lifetime. All your chakras are aligned. You are an old soul, you have got a mission, and most of the beautiful souls already have a hint, a clue that what is the purpose of your lifetime, what is the divine purpose. Most of you have the hint, and some of you are still waiting to understand what is the real divine purpose of your life. But beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, I'm strongly sensing that this is the lifetime which will give you a permanent relief from the suffering cycle of birth and death. I am strongly getting this intuition that this is probably your last lifetime, and all the imprints which your soul memorize will be revealed to you soon. And for some of you, you already have the hints, and the hints are coming through some constant numbers, repetitive words, through your dreams, right? So everything is getting you closer to your soul's mission, beautiful souls. So your chakras are completely in alignment. You are an enlightened soul, and in this lifetime also you have already initiated your spiritual journey, and it is moving with a great speed. And that is why sometimes it brings you question yourself, like why is it like I understand all the spiritual answers so clearly, or is it that everybody who have initiated their spiritual journey is like me? No, beautiful souls, everybody who have initiated their spiritual journey is not like you. You are someone very, very special. You are an enlightened soul, and probably this lifetime will bring you to your soul's mission, that is liberation, salvation, mukti, and your soul ultimately merging with the supreme energies. So that is the energy of the first card, that is the Hierophant, the Atma. You are an enlightened soul. So believe in the guidance of the tarot. The Hanged Man, Tyaga. This card brings in the message or the glimpses from your past life, all the sacrifices. Tyaga is sacrifice. So you have sacrificed so many things, so many lives, so many relationships, all the worldly things, so that you can understand your soul's mission, so that you can get connected to the divine, beautiful souls. So definitely Hanged Man represents all the sacrifices you have been doing for all your lifetimes, from your past lives, in this lifetime, all the pain, all the suffering, all the trauma, and all the incidences which have brought you closer to your soul's mission, the ultimate purpose of the human life, that is the salvation, the liberation, the mukti. So all your sacrifices from your side are done, and you have to just wait for that, the most awaited moment, right, when you will be able to observe the divine light clearly, and there is no doubt in your conscious mind, and everything you understand is absolute, right? So that is the energies being brought by the hanged man. And a housefly here, if you might have been seeing on the screen, is coming on camera again and again. And this also, I don't know, this is the same housefly or a different one, but this housefly is always around me when I'm meditating and when I'm into the deep thought. When it sits on my hands, the kind of sensation and vibration it brings clears a picture in my mind. So this housefly is deeply connected with me. The energies of this housefly I can connect. So it is still on the table. And the next card is the Sun. Beautiful souls, what better card one could expect in the pile? The Sun. So you have the divine blessings of Sun, and you can connect to the energies of the Sun, and probably you like to sit under the sunlight, and you connect to the energies of the sunlight. And if you are someone who is into regular yoga and meditation, I can assure you that the sunlight will enhance the journey, enhance the understanding more deeply and more clearly. So the Sun card is a representation of victory, success, well-being, and greatest spiritual growth, continuous spiritual growth. Beautiful souls, the Sun card ruled by the Sun, by the god Sun himself, right? So the shadow here, you can see it could represent your inner energies which are in connection with the Sun. So basically I'm trying to just elaborate the message of each card. The Sun card is the best, all the cards the best amongst the 5 cards spread here. I find the Atma, the Sun, and the Star. Okay, all the cards are really very strong cards for the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3. The Star, again, which is a representation of absorbing all your sorrows, all your grief. The Mother, divine Mother energy, the Kundalini energy. So it is in the dormant stage for the beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 3 in this lifetime, and the time has come to awaken it, to rise it with the blessings of the Star, the motherly Kundalini energy. So you have already experienced that in your past life, but for most of the beautiful souls, you have to yet experience the deepest awakening and enlightenment in this lifetime, and that is sure to happen. You are destined to experience enlightenment again, so that you can memorize, remember everything what your soul knows. So that is why I can sense that beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, you have your own methods and your own techniques, and especially what you feel, what you do, what you practice are some are not spoken very frequently. You know, they most of the gurus, because most of the gurus, spiritual gurus, are superficial, and it is a business. Spirituality, they have made it a business, but your methods, your techniques are connected with ancient scripts. So you follow, you do research through ancient scripts, through deep wisdom from within your soul's old memories, past memories, and you have your own ways, own methods to move ahead in your spiritual life. And you have divine blessings of the Star and the Tara, the motherly Kundalini energy, and you are going to re-witness the power of the rising of the Kundalini energy in this lifetime also, because you are predestined for this particular event in your life, beautiful souls. And the World card he is here to indicate that you are right now entangled between the worldly pleasures and the spiritual practices. So it's not that you are confused, you are very clear that when the right time comes, when the time of detachment comes, you can easily detach from all the worldly pleasures. There is no confusion, just that you're waiting for the right time, beautiful souls, because your soul knows everything and your soul is your guru. So trust the intuitions, the messages, the energies of your soul, which comes from your heart instincts, through your intuitions, through the signals from the cosmos, the numbers, the words. So when the right time comes, you won't even rethink for a single speck of a second to get yourself detached from all the physical worldly pleasures, because you clearly understand that you are standing on the last staircase, on the last step, last phase, the winning line, which will directly open doors for the spiritual realms. You know that you feel it, that this is the lifetime where you have to understand your soul's mission, and that is getting liberation from the suffering cycle of birth and death. You don't want to come to this suffering physical world again and again, and that will happen in this lifetime. I don't know whether it will happen in a month, in a year, or it will take some more years, but you are predestined for to get out of the suffering cycle of birth and death, beautiful souls. And you know that the journey, the spiritual journey, is not about gaining, it's not about manifesting things, it's not about your manifesting your selfish goals. The spiritual journey is all a journey of complete loss. It is a journey of losing your anger, your ego, your attachments, your greed, your lust, and finally to end all your suffering. And your soul understands that very clearly, and you have no confusion. And when the right time comes, through the initiation from the Supreme, it won't take you, even as I told you, just at a blink of an eye, you can detach yourself easily from all the worldly pleasures. So you are ready to get yourself to merge with the Creator, the Brahma. The Brahma is the Creator, and you're ready to come out of all the worldly detachments. That is about the World card. Now let us see what are the blessings coming from the ancestral spirit guide. The first card I have is the polar bear, and the second card is the spider. And the polar bear message is: stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. So if you are still not sharing these experiences with the like-minded people, the like-minded energies, this is the time to stand up and say that yes, this is what I feel, this is what I do. You might not find all this information, all this wisdom anywhere from any guru, but I have known this through my inner wisdom, and this is the way I do it, and this is the right wisdom, this is the right knowledge. Because when you're in spiritual journey, just gathering information will not help you, just talking and sharing will not help you. It is all about practicing, right? So this is the time you stand up and be compassionate about what you are doing without worrying for the consequences, the results, and which I feel you don't do, because you are very clear, you have the clarity of thought, because you are an old soul. So this is the time to speak out what you do compassionately to other spiritual ascendants who aspire to get the real wisdom, the truth, right? So, and the spider again brings in the message that trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. So this card is for those adepts, those spiritual ascendants, the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, who are a bit like a hermit type, who don't like to talk, who don't like to connect or to other people, who don't socialize. So if you are someone who is enjoying your own company, you are in the bliss of your own company, aloneness, because that is the quality of the old soul. So you don't like to gossip, or you don't like to share, or if you don't like to talk, this is for the beautiful souls. What all experiences you have been going through in your spiritual journey, each little experience, each little feeling, you can write it down in the form of stories, in the form of articles, so that when the right time comes, it will be shared to the real spiritual ascendants who aspire to gain the real spiritual wisdom and real spiritual knowledge. Because these days all the spiritual information is just the business, just the profit, just the profit graphs. So you have all the real information. I won't call it information, but the real wisdom, because you are an old soul. So beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, your spiritual status is strongly, highly spiritual. You are an old soul. All your energy circles are in alignment. Your soul is already enlightened, and you are going to re-witness that in this lifetime also, and you have done it all from your side. Your karmic cycle is absolutely clear. Your karmic account is really like untouchable. Nobody can reach around it. Your karmic cycle is clear. Your intentions are pure. You have the divine blessings of the sun. You can connect your energies to the sun, and the star card here is promising you're going to re-witness the motherly divine Kundalini energy awakening in this lifetime also. And when the right time comes, it won't take you time to get yourself detached from all the worldly pleasures, wealth, riches, greed, anger, and all the suffering, the causes of the suffering. And the polar bear card is saying that this is the time to speak out what you do, what you feel compassionately without worrying for the consequences. And this is the time to write down what all you feel, so that it will be shared to the spiritual adepts when the right time comes. So that is really nice. I want the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, to please share your experiences and feelings to me through the comments. I am feeling really privileged to do the reading for the beautiful highly spiritual seekers, those who have chosen pile 3. With that, we come to an end with the pile 3 beautiful souls. Time to proceed with the last pile, the beautiful souls, those who have chosen the turquoise natural gemstones, to understand what their spiritual status is. So the first card I have is the High Priestess, the Shakti, who is devouring the demon. There is a story behind the Chariot. Wow, that's really nice. The Justice, good. And the Magician, Usha, the Rising Sun, and the Devil. And the other 2 cards I have from the Ancestral Spirit deck, which I'm going to flip sooner, beautiful souls. So when you look at the cards, feel the energies of the cards, feel the energy of the words. The High Priestess, Shakti, power, the strong feminine energy. The Chariot, Ratha, which is the iconic symbol of the great saga, the epic Bhagavad Gita. The Justice, the Nyaya, and the Magician, Usha, the Rising Sun, who has spread all over the world, and the Devil. So beautiful souls, what I'm feeling, if I have to confirm your status your spiritual status, I can clearly sense and I can clearly feel the energies that the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, you have recently initiated your spiritual journey through the blessings of the divine. You already have got the call, you already have got that connection with the supreme. Some incident in your life have triggered your spiritual initiation, so you are spiritually initiated, you have started your spiritual journey, and you have to understand what your divine life purpose is, and your ultimate soul's mission is to end the suffering, the suffering of the life and death circle. So you have to yet understand your soul's mission, beautiful souls. So beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 4, your spiritual status is you have initiated your spiritual journey, and you can connect very strongly to the higher dimensions through the signals, through numbers, through repetitive words, through your dreams, right? And the Usha is the representation of morning sun and the vibrant energies of the sun, the subtle rays of the sun, which means that you are strongly connected to the spiritual realms, to the wisdom, through your dreams, through your early morning dreams. Because Usha, the magician, is showing all the magic, showing all the guidance to you through your dreams, early morning dreams, beautiful souls. So what I'm strongly sensing that you are someone who has initiated your spiritual journey in this lifetime. This is the lifetime. This could be your second life, third life, if you believe in the reincarnation, theory of reincarnation. So this is your first experience, first encounter with the spiritual realms. And the Chariot, if I can show you the card, the Chariot is the representation, a strong connection of your soul to the spiritual realms. You have been strongly connected to the supernatural powers, the cosmos. You have been very receptive. These days, it could be for a couple of months or couple of years, to all the energies around you. You have become an empath. You can clearly feel the pain of the people around you. You can clearly connect, and sometimes your body is really lighter like a feather, and sometimes it becomes heavier than a mountain. So all these are the qualities which you are witnessing because you have initiated your spiritual journey, and you are feeling a vast, tremendous difference in your personality. The Asura is not essentially the demon or a devil. It is all the dark energies inside you, that is the overpowering ego, the lust, the anger, the greed, the attachment. So now you have understand that all these things are the cause for the suffering, the root cause of the suffering, and you are trying to control them. You are trying to crush your ego, you're trying to crumble your ego, and you have been going through a lot and different kinds of experiences these days when you do your practices. It could be meditation, it could be yoga, and it could be when you are in your deep sleep. So you are trying to release all the enemies. The Asura is the devil, all the devil which is inside you. You are trying to control them. You are trying to overpower your brain. You are not letting your brain to control your heart, but instead you are listening to your heart's instincts. You are understanding the wisdom within you. You are searching for the light inside you, and you are trying to release all the darkness from inside of you. So beautiful souls, the devil card essentially means that you have understood what is the root cause of the suffering and how to get out of this suffering, and that is through the spiritual initiation which you have already started. And your journey now is a roller coaster ride, and you have so many doubts, so many questions, so many queries, and you have fear also when you go through some topics like, spiritual journey is not an easy one, awakening is a hard process, Kundalini is dangerous. So you are going through all this stuff, you are seeking, searching all these questions. So let me clarify to the beautiful souls, because you have initiated your spiritual journey in this lifetime, so all your questions will be answered one by one when the right time comes. But understand it very clearly that spiritual journey is a process which is not similar which is different for each soul. So keep your intentions pure, and when your intentions are pure, when your intentions are selfless, your spiritual journey is going to be definitely smooth, easy, and really divine. So don't allow the false information mislead you, right? Always stay positive, be positive, and remember that if your intentions are pure, then your spiritual journey is going to be really, really, really easier. And you have to understand is that spiritual initiation is all about, it's a journey of losses and no gain. So you will lose your anger, you lose your lust, you lose your greed, and you'll be able to crumble your ego, and you will be able to come out of the cycle of birth and death, and you will understand your soul's purpose sooner as you proceed ahead in your spiritual journey through the wisdom from inside you, through self-realization. And sometimes a guru can also help you. So choose your guru will come and choose you, and when you choose to search for search engines to gain the wisdom, spiritual wisdom, be very selective, right? Don't allow all kinds of information go inside you. Be very selective, right? And if your heart is saying that what information you have got is false, trust completely on your heart's instincts, trust completely on your soul's guidance, trust on the signals which the universe is sending to you. Be receptive, right? And don't let your belief shake. Okay, beautiful souls, and there is no turning back. Justice has happened to you. All that you have been coping up, all the pain, all the suffering, all the trauma, all the heartache, all the stress, depression, the psychological pain, the physical pain, everything is going to disappear from your life, because you have already initiated your spiritual journey in this lifetime. And the high priestess, when you look at both the pictures here, the head of the demon is shown here. So this is the feminine energy inside you. All of us, all the human beings have both the feminine as well as masculine energy, and to move ahead in your spiritual journey, you need to make your feminine energy dominant, which had already been witnessed inside you, so you can feel those transformation in your personality, in your attitude. And this is the time where your feminine energy is dominant, and she is trying to tackle, she is trying to win over all the demons inside you, all the enemies inside you, right? So that you can move ahead easily in your spiritual journey. And when you look at the third eye of the goddess, the Shakti, the other half of the Shiva, and when you look at the fierceness on her face, this gives me a sense that you are doing all your spiritual practices the way you're doing it is the right way. Okay, so this card is essentially also an indication, and that what you're doing, you have to trust on it, have belief on it. Don't let the absolute belief to shake. Follow your practices and be selective. Allow your intuitions and your heart instincts to decide. You are already in the path of winning over your brain, so you have absolute control over your senses, and what all you're doing in your spiritual life is right. You're on right path, and the feminine energy is dominant inside you right now, and which is allowing you to look at things clearly. The Shakti is giving you the transparency so that you can understand your divine life's purpose. And because you have just initiated the spiritual journey in this lifetime, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 4, justice is on your way, right? So your spiritual journey is going to be easier, what I can sense. So if you have any kind of fear of as we have already discussed, that is it going to be difficult, or it is going to bring some kind of chaos in my life, or some kind of disturbances in my life? The answer is no. The Shakti is the card which is giving you the answer that your spiritual journey is going to be really, really smooth, because you have initiated it through the divine blessings of the Lord Krishna himself. This is the picture which is on the epic Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna is giving his knowledge on spirituality to Arjuna and saying that it is our duty to protect the righteousness. And when we protect the righteousness, when our intentions are pure, we will be protected forever. Not only us, but the generations to come will be protected and will follow the path of righteousness. So the biggest religion is, the human religion is to follow the path of righteousness and to service, in the service of the mankind. So you will understand your divine life purpose sooner. You have just initiated your spiritual journey and it is going absolutely wonderful. You have been experiencing and feeling all the magical things when you are in your dream, when you are in your meditation, and when you are feeling that gratitude and that energy which is controlling your brain. Your senses are absolutely in your control. You are able to do all your practices easily. So let us see what is the message coming from the ancestral spirit guide. The first card I have is the penguin, and the second card is the humpback whale. So the message coming from your ancestral spirit guide, the blessing is that the period of darkness that you have been experiencing is now passing. Oh my God, look at the alignment of the energies. The darkness, the dark phase is over. Your ancestors are trying to send you a message blessing you that the dark phase is over. The dark energies, the enemies inside you, the anger, the lust, the ego, the greed, the attachments, the worldly pleasures, the physical pleasures, which are the root cause of the suffering, all kinds of suffering, has come to an end. So that is the message your ancestral spirit guides are bringing through the ancestral, the spirit animal penguin. The period of darkness that you have been experiencing is now passing. So it is about to come to an end, beautiful souls. And the humpback whale, the blessing coming from your ancestral guide is that music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening, right? So I think that when you're doing meditation, you are listening to a lot of positive affirmations, musics, the mantras, the vibrations, the energies. So essentially you are doing your yoga meditation through music. You are putting on the music, and then you are sitting for your yoga practice, your meditation practice. And that is the really nicest way, because some of the spiritual seekers, especially the superficial spiritual seekers, the fake ones, they say that the music will come from within us. That is right, the music will come from within us, but the vibrations and energies of mantras, you cannot recite all the mantras at a time. So you have to learn it, and the best way to learn it is through the music, right? So you listen to the mantra again and again, and your brain cells will memorize it, right? So please, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, your ancestors are saying that whatever you do, whatever practice you do, let the music be around you, because music is going to bring you a lot of healing. It is going to enhance your spiritual journey, and it is going to make everything easier for you. So sing, listen, and play so that it can bring well-being to you, beautiful souls, and healing, right? So music should be an essential part of your spiritual journey. So that is the message coming from your ancestral spirit, a wonderful message that you are about to win the darkness, the night is about to end, is about to pass, and music should be a part of, essential, important part of your spiritual journey, beautiful souls. So the beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 4, you have initiated your spiritual journey in this lifetime through the connection of from the divine, through a call from a divine, and the blessings are always on you, and you are able to control your senses. You are about to pass off that dark phase. Justice is going to happen to you. You are going to understand what your soul's mission is, what your divine life purpose is, and your dreams are going to guide you, right? Your dreams and the signals from the cosmos, from the universe, through numbers, through repetitive words, these are going to connect you to the deeper sides of the spiritual realms and connect you to the higher dimensions, beautiful souls. So I hope that this is going to resonate. Please let me know through the comments, beautiful souls. So you have just initiated your spiritual journey. Rely on the old spiritual texts, Vedic texts, translated texts, instead of searching for wrong informations, fake informations from fake people. Rely on your heart's instincts, rely on your mind's guidance, on your conscious feelings. Be receptive to receive the signals from the cosmos and the universe, and rely on music, and you will be able to move ahead smoothly in your spiritual journey. And definitely one day you are going to ultimately come to the purpose of the spiritual initiation, that is connecting yourself, your soul, to the supreme, and coming out of this cycle of suffering of birth and death, the liberation, the mukti, the salvation. So with the blessings of all the deities, White Tara, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 4, the spiritual initiators, wishing you all the best for your spiritual journey ahead. Please let me know how did you feel about this particular reading through the comments. I'm waiting for all your valuable comments. So with that, we come to an end with the pile 4. So that brings us to the end of today's pick a card reading, also beautiful souls. And before I end today's pick a card reading, what I want to say is that spiritual journey of each of our soul is different. So rely on your heart's instincts, right? Rely on the old scripts, the Vedic scripts, the Vedas, the Puranas, the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the mandatory. It is like a guidebook for each spiritual seeker. So if you don't have access for all the Vedic books or Vedic scripts or translated scripts, I request all the spiritual seekers to please have one Bhagavad Gita, whichever language, because Bhagavad Gita has been printed in so many languages. So whatever language you understand, you follow, please order it right now, right today, and please, whenever you have time, because without the blessings you won't be getting the book, or you won't be reading the book, or you won't be understanding the book. So when the right time comes, you will definitely buy it, read it through the divine blessings. But I hope, I feel, I strongly sense that this is the right time, at least to keep the energies of the Bhagavad Gita around you. So until next time, take good care of yourselves. If you have already subscribed my channel, thank you very much for all the love and appreciation. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe it and give your love, give your support, give your appreciation as you have been giving it to me all the time. So thank you very much, with lots of blessings from White Tara. Until next time, Astu and Namaste.